All right. Welcome back to Geekset Rewind, our recap and rewatch series that we are doing exclusively with Sway's Universe, and we are back again, recapping another episode of Mandalorian.
What's good?
This episode, going into this episode, I heard a lot of good things about this episode, so I was excited to get into this episode.
That makes sense. Yeah, I had heard good things. The first thing everybody else said was, "Yo, compared to last week's episode, it's short."
Oh, right. Yeah, no, definitely a little short. Definitely short.
So they're doing a good job, though. I feel like when they do a short episode, it still be kind of...
There was a lot that happened in this episode.
Right.
So let's go ahead and get into the synopsis, and then we'll go ahead and go over everything. So... Djarin introduces Grogu to Mandalorian combat training. Grogu wins a training match, but his opponent, Ragnar Vizsla, is captured by a large pterosaurus? Because usually like
pterosaurs?
Yeah, pterosaurs. That's what it is, pterosaurs?
Pterosaurs?
Yeah. All right, yeah, because it's like it felt like pterodactyl, but like without, you know.
Because they call it just pterosaur now.
Oh, okay. Bo-Katan gathers a hunting party, which includes Djarin and Ragnar's father, Paz Vizsla, and leads them to the raptor's nest. The armorer forges a new piece of Mandalorian armor for Grogu, and a rondel bearing Djarin mudhorn sigil. As she works, Grogu has visions of his rescue from the burning Jedi Temple by Jedi Master Kelleran Beq and sympathetic members of the Naboo Armed Forces. Naboo Armed Forces. Vizsla's over-eagerness to save Ragnar disrupts Bo-Katan's plan and leads to a difficult aerial rescue in which Bo-Katan and Djarin rescue the boy unharmed, killing the pterosaur, collecting its chicks, and earning the clan's respect. As the armorer replaces Bo-Katan's pauldron, lost in the scuffle with the Saur, Bo-Katan reveals her encounter with the Mythosaur, but the armorer meets her account with an indifferent disbelief. All right, so
that was a journey,
man.
That's because we learned.
That was almost the journey of the episode.
That was a reading rainbow moment, nigga.
We learned something. The more you know,
right?
But first reaction to the episode.
It was a good episode.
It was a really good episode.
Solid. I mean, we got a lot of good surprises, I think, out of this episode.
Yeah.
It also fleshed out a lot of stuff from different parts of the saga as a whole.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because like, you know, first thing first, let's start off with like, so we can go in chronological order. It starts off, we see the battle training that they're going through and everything like that. And, like they was getting to it. You know
it was like a big old field day. It was like track and field day out there. You know what I'm saying?
They was training.
A whole bunch of motherfuckers with helmets. That shit just looked like a party, bro.
It's funny how this show, like the humor comes from, it's like, they ain't about to do that.
What?
Because like we was like, wait, is Grogu about to get in on the action?
Right, fam. Like the fact that Din brought him down, like, come on, boy, come on. You already know. You know why we really here.
Between him and Bo-Katan was true sports parents in that moment. Because she was over there. You sure this good? Like these kids are bigger than him.
He got it.
He definitely got it.
He got it.
Put that nigga, had that nigga at like 4 years old in little league football. Like he can block. He can block.
Right. But he knew because even when he was pep talking to him, he was like, "Hey man, listen, I seen what you can do.
Right?
Hey, show them what you can do."
He definitely like, I don't want to tell him what you've been on, fam.
Right?
Like I think last episode he had a field day.
Yeah.
Right.
So they know he like, boy, don't act shy. Don't do this. And it's funny though because it was like all it was the move. Like you win if you bust his move.
But he busted twice. He did the boom boom.
Well, that's good. Once he flipped that way, you got to get him confused when he turned back around. Like
as if you wouldn't be confused by the first flip.
Yeah, right.
Out of nowhere. Like
the first flip was enough. Like wait, what?
I definitely wish he just would have caught him with the 3 on the flip though. Like just flipped over.
Like
yeah.
That would have been
on the other side. I'd have been like, nah, he ready. Yeah. He ready there.
Yeah. He got to prepare for that one.
Right.
That's the second level of the flips.
Yeah. And then, so like I said, of course, the kid was talking cash to Grogu.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? He had that moment where he had to soak in his defeat.
Oh, he definitely, definitely trying to.
And literally and figuratively got snatched up.
Yeah. Got his whole.
Dog, it came in knowing, like, him.
Right, like, bro.
But you know what? Also, from what we know about Paz, like, if that was his son, the next statement is extra wild when they was like because they went for the chase and then he was like he always gets away. And it was like, bro, that's your son, nigga.
Yeah, this time you should have been a little bit. You should have been a little bit more.
Just said it like,
He looked
You
like
should have been
another
shooting.
day in the park.
You should have been shooting.
he gave drugs.
Like you was ready. If no one had a plan, you was ready to charge it. Like you was ready.
You
to
was
don't know
just
where
like,
he
damn,
at.
man.
You don't know how to get to him. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody on the planet got a ship. Like y'all, so I'm like,
And then you gotta think after the second time, like, okay, the first 2 times, it's like, all right, sure, maybe y'all came with a new plan the second time, but like, when you say always, you assuming it's been at least 5.
I mean, you definitely getting punked. Like you getting punked. Like he
Like,
coming.
why you ain't got nobody on that cliff?
Right.
Like, look out. Like
Like,
there's
you
another-
know-
Y'all know where y'all stop. Y'all ain't putting nothing there.
Like y'all know y'all outside. Like y'all know y'all. Like fam bringing you behind the rocks. Like I'm on the
Like, it's wild that they real life not. Y'all better have like the NASCAR pit crew and niggas with gas just as soon as you land. All right.
Like that's why I was wild because it was like fam really the bird was really just sitting there.
Well, it also seems
Birdman, right?
Birdman, wait for the he took that L. He gonna be sad.
But
I'm
it
gonna grab
also
that.
seems like nobody knew it. Like I said, even then. All right, you lost the first 3. At some point, you ain't sending no scout out to say, let's scan this area and find this fucking lair.
Like, that's what I was like,
it seemed like nobody did
that's
it
why-
until
that's why-
Bo-Katan was like, nigga,
This why Mandalorian happened how it happened.
That's why I was like, do they not have a ship? Because that's what really threw me off. It was like they really all gave up, and then the shit went by, and they like, oh okay, we got somebody else. I'm like, y'all don't got a ship. Like,
Mando looked at him like, nigga, what we gonna do? He was like, he always gets away.
He
Mando
definitely hit him with the. Well,
oh, so it was a good run.
you know, Mando don't quit. Mando,
It's a
he
good
hit him
run.
with the back patches, bro. We tried.
tried.
We tried, bro.
We tried.
We gonna get him next time.
So like that was wild. Like there was like if the nigga would have hit him with this is the way, I'd be like, y'all don't need to go get that nigga no more. Leave that nigga where he at. Y'all put a period on this nigga.
Hey, this is the way. In that moment, it's truly heinous.
Right.
It's truly heinous.
Like, he always gets the way. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm out of fuel. Like we just going to let it go. Man, though, like you know what I'm saying? Then just like so we not gonna keep going. Like this is the way. Back.
Because they even gave a little bit of pushback when Bo was like, yeah, man, we can climb up there. He's like, we gotta use the jetpacks. They gonna hear us. Like they didn't want to go.
They did not
want to go.
Hey, low-key, they wasn't fucking with Ragnar. They wasn't.
Bo with these motherfuckers in the shit. These niggas lazy.
Low-key, they wasn't fucking with Ragnar. That was geek. They was low-key geek. Like, yes, get that nigga out of here.
Nigga, Ragnar ain't been nothing but a motherfucking hassle anyway. Nigga.
Oh, what?
Damn, dog, this is the way everything. Dog.
He probably that nigga probably was a little badass little nigga.
Right.
You see how he was talking to Grogu like, who the fuck is Good Dog?
Like,
You know what I'm saying?
he ain't got no helmet because he was disgusted.
Because I think he won, and that's why Grogu was the next challenger.
Yeah, he won the last one.
He was already on his shit.
Yeah,
and trying to talk Grogu down, and Grogu had to flip on his ass.
Yeah.
And then you get snatched up. Niggas right, probably let that nigga go, bro. niggas out here being petty with niggas.
Right.
Like,
So then, like I said, we get Bo-Katan puts together the search party, but then we get Grogu getting his chain.
Yeah, because why they leave?
yeah, he
Why
leaves, so
they leave?
Grogu had nothing to do.
No, well, but she knew, like, I like the respect that she's giving Grogu up top. Because she told him, she was like, you too young right now. But soon you'll be there. Like it wasn't on some like, hey, man.
I mean, they know this nigga that took some action already.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so she gave him a speech, gave him his
Definitely
chain.
gave. She gave him a speech. I don't know how much of that speech he received.
Yeah, I don't know.
He
Yeah.
was back.
The minute
Yeah.
she started talking, the minute she started hammering,
Yeah.
it all went to shit.
Start seeing those sparks fly.
Right.
Start remembering the other sparks fly. So you said you have an Easter egg about this black Jedi who was like cold with the dual lightsabers.
That's who was Jar Jar Binks. Like that's who was inside that suit.
Oh, really?
I
He was
thought
acting up
familiar.
there.
I remember the documentary we was talking about.
So like that was just dope because
they called him
though obviously there's a lot of hate to Jar Jar.
There's a lot of hate.
It was really unfortunate that he got some of the hate too because it's like nigga I was there for a
I
while.
was just in the mask. I was just in the bodysuit.
Right.
Like,
but he caught a lot.
boy, you was walking off funny as shit.
Niggas is dirty. So it was like it was cold because even though he still always talks about how much love he still has for Star Wars,
Yeah.
so it was dope to bring him back as a Jedi.
They owed him.
They definitely
They owed him.
And they had him being a cold Jedi too.
The one that saying Grogu, I mean,
But that goes way more into
the Darth Jar Jar. I wasn't gonna jump into that
because like they could be like, oh, he died, but then he got resurrected as a Darth Jar.
The Darth Jar Jar. I wish George Lucas would have had more. I wish he would have had more courage, man.
In that moment is before or after Jar Jar?
This is all after. So this would have been during the fall. This is during Order 66, which another cold moment is at the end. They showed the Jedi Temple on fire. We had never seen that before, so that was dope to see.
So
like,
they added more.
Well, they talk about. I think it's in a book because I remember reading about it, but like to actually see it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that you said that's before. That's after Jar Jar.
That's after Jar Jar. Yeah, but it's like
It's Jar Jar.
Like I said, the Darth Jar. That was such a cold theory. I wish George Lucas would have had more theory because there's so much that leads that it was supposed to happen.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't really know about the Dark Jar.
It's a whole thing.
It's a rabbit hole.
Like
bro.
motherfuckers definitely flip the goofiest character to like this man could be the menace.
Well, because that's what they did with Yoda in the first trilogy.
Yep.
Yoda was goofy as a bitch when you first see him, and then after the training, you like, oh shit, he's that nigga. He's that master. Like fam is cold. And it's like it was supposed to be the duel. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
But like it's like again we theorized it, but saying like the fact that in current Star Wars time nobody knows about Grogu. We don't know.
Yeah.
And it's like it's leading to that. Like, oh, Grogu on some Mandalorian shit.
Yeah,
he's just
like,
out here.
Man, they putting because they definitely like, bro. I'm telling you. Because you got to think if Grogu follows the way, we don't know how Grogu's going to really grow up, like how he's body-wise or whatever. But he going to keep a helmet on.
He gonna keep a helmet on,
right?
Like, so it's like this nigga might literally be an undercover Mandal. Like you just won't never like Grogu has been out here.
Well, yeah, it depends.
It'll still be a short ass. It should be a short ass Mandalorian.
Yeah, you got to figure Yoda was still like
Yoda
this.
was still short as a bitch,
right? But I mean, you wouldn't know, like, because the helmet, like, unless helmet, you ain't nothing there to see if he's human or not.
What type of bone structure is in his ears? Because they're gonna have to create a special.
Yeah, I mean that's where that probably won't do that to him. But they probably give his helmet like some horns, some shit, so you wouldn't even know his ears was there.
That'd be
he
funny.
He gonna have the Mythosaur helmet.
That'd be funny. He got just like why this one got the
going crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, you thinking like
he's Jedi Mandalorian, he gonna have to be called.
You thinking like he must be the boss. It's just because they want to cover the ears.
There's a little nigga out with a little wrist gun, man. Flipping on your shit, dog. I'm loving
shit with the Force, like, hey.
I'm loving his only move right now is flipping, bro. Like that really throws off everybody.
And like they are setting up the toys.
There's been like
you got to get the wrist blaster.
You got to get wrist blaster. You got to get
that's all one set. Wrist blaster and Big Shane is one set.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's Mandalore Grogu.
Yeah, that's definitely Mandalore Grogu. Like training day Grogu.
Training day Grogu.
Training day Grogu. You know what I'm saying? Like with flipping action.
With flipping action, oh dog.
Like that's what you need. Like they need to make a little Grogu that can flip first. Like that need to be the first toy that can literally like a little pop flip.
That's probably already on the toy.
Yeah, it's probably already.
Flipping Grogu.
They probably testing that right now.
It's like the tickle me like they had like flipping Grogu.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Somebody is testing that as we speak.
Remember they had that Ninja Turtle one where you bend it down like that.
Yeah, and then he do
the timer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we don't bring them no more, but Grogu definitely the toy that bring all them kind of weird things back.
Bring them back. Bring back the old school functions, man. But so then Bo-Katan and her search party, that's when they are searching the nest.
Yeah, but before that, I wanted to bring up. That and the climb, but just also we saw more about their culture. So like the fact, I'm sure people have asked many a times how the hell do they eat.
How they eat.
So like I just want to shed light to that was dope to see a little bit more of the culture. It's kind of weird.
I mean, I felt it was definitely hilarious too that Bo-Katan like because she definitely realized like, hey, we about to eat. Hold on, how
she has to go walking the way for so long. She forgot.
She said everybody getting ready to grab like she like, y'all grabbing plate. Wait, hold on.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought they just sort of just.
I thought they dug it in. I definitely thought they dug it in. Which is stupid to speak of that.
But wait, they do, man. Don't lie because we saw him drink like that. But was he?
But he was alone. He wasn't with a group.
You're right.
Right. So I think that's really, so it's really crazy when you even think of that dynamic. I feel like that's what even Bo-Katan saw because it's like she's used to being, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to, without helmet, you always around your people.
Yeah.
Like, no, we do all that shit alone. Like we really, only thing we really do together is fight, nigga.
They better have everything in smoothie form.
You would have thought something like that too.
Like,
You gotta figure some
just
shit out.
everything
Man.
gotta
Like,
be.
you can't be
Or I
real.
just don't
Something
understand
gotta use both hands.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand why y'all
Nigga,
can't see my
on.
chin.
Hold on real quick.
Yeah. Like, why can't y'all see my chin though? You know what I'm saying? Like
Because that's part of the face.
Fam, that's a lot.
The face start here.
What is the reason? Like, is there a specific reason why?
I can't remember.
Why you have to keep the helmet on? Like, what?
It's just culture.
Well, I know culture, but like you know, like, a lot of culture
let me look
is
it up.
embedded in something. Like we do this
because I can't remember off the top of my
X, Y,
head.
and Z. Like I wonder what's that culture.
I feel like it just has something to do with their like I know it's like the creed and everything, but I feel like it just goes with the origin of the first one because I think that's pretty much what.
It was. It's like the devotion to it, but I can't remember if there was like a specific reason other than it really might just be like devotion. We gotta show we are Mandalorians.
I mean,
like a priest, it's like a priest outfit, fam. Like it's like the collar.
But they have a reason why. Like there's a story behind why they wear it. Like you know, it's like why you.
I mean, it's probably definitely a story to it.
Yeah.
But I feel like they but as I said, I feel like it pretty much gotta go with some kind of great warrior that pretty much wore some nameless voiceless warrior.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like we are all in his image, so we have to wear it because of that or something like that. So, but yeah, so then we get the climb, which like I said, that climb they look like they haven't climbed.
They were struggling through the climb.
They haven't climbed in years.
Everybody except Bo-Katan. It was a breeze for her.
Yeah.
Mando was kind of struggling, not too much.
Not too much, but like I said, Mando get it from the mud. You know what I'm saying? He done got more active than them. They heavily reliable.
To be fair, Paz Vizsla, I understand why he was struggling. That big ass gonna go back.
They bogus for keeping the camera on him first. Like that nigga was
I definitely understood his struggle.
They quit looking at me, man.
But then, like I said, we talked about it early on, but like that's when we figure out that like Paz Vizsla, that's his son up there,
right?
Yeah,
and now he cares.
Now
he's a good dad.
That nigga rushes.
He's like, damn, y'all got me here.
to the fucking nest without no like. We knew right off the rip when she said, "I see some heat signatures." Like, bro, that's not your son.
Yeah, you already knew that's not your son.
That's
why I was like,
son.
I didn't know if they were going. That's what because I actually had thought the kid was gone.
I think too.
Because I mean, y'all from the camp, y'all don't care. Like y'all camping, y'all chilling.
Well, no, they said in the church party it'd be better to go in the morning instead of at night.
But you don't know when they're gonna eat the baby though. Like you don't know when little man gone.
That's
so
also.
I thought they were really just going to kill.
And when we got up there, we saw a helmet, so I was like, "Oh shit, was that his helmet right there?"
Yeah, like I thought.
That's also fair.
Like I thought they were really just going to finally kill it so they can be done with it. Like we can just because y'all don't know where it is.
Because y'all not clearly not fucking with
Because he already know that y'all don't got the gas to handle so he always knows when he get to that little bend like y'all finna fall off. Like,
maybe that's why they figure, we're gonna be able to do this because he know then he ain't got to worry about eating right away. He can take his time.
Also, pterosaur, bro. The Mandalorians must be a delicacy to them because think about it this way, like. If they always get him, like out of all the animals and stuff like that, like he probably thought, like that's probably why it took so long for him to eat it because he was like, "Ooh, I got."
It might be a special treat. You got to figure whatever else is on that planet. It's not a lot of the Mandalorians, so he's probably like, you know what?
Because also,
my kids deserve Mandalorian today.
At what point did they get to the armor? It was like, hey, so like they cracking it open like crack shit, like
the fact
crab legs.
he spit that motherfucker back out.
Once you get past that armor, you get to that meat. Ooh,
like you spit that motherfucker back out.
That's how birds feed their young.
But he know they chew him up first. So he
That's also fair.
He spit that nigga out. He spit that nigga out alive, nigga. Like, that nigga was just
he want them to crack through the shell.
Right, you got to get the feeling to get it yourself.
Try to crawfish that nigga. Crawfish that nigga. I got the head. Like, bro, that was. So I was saying, like, that was funny as a bitch. Like I'm saying, then you get dude when they finally get into the nest and he just like, that's my son. And now you loud and you all in the bushes and shit trying to find.
Just about to give up.
But you was this is the way
about to give up. He did give up.
12 hours ago, you gave up.
Told that nigga like he out of my reach. You know what I'm saying?
Fam looked at it, was like,
like.
And then immediately fucked up the plan because
Hannah got himself killed again.
Because he got snatched.
He got snatched, and then now is this big ass aerial fucking fight that they had to go through.
That was a good fight though. It was rough.
It was rough. But it was a good fight, and man, that thing had a grip. because he was getting fucked up, but was not letting go of that food.
I definitely ride what you think.
All through him, dog. He was not letting it go.
They must really be a delicacy because he was like, "Cuz I already got these."
Right.
Y'all niggas leave me alone. I already got these, nigga. Like just let me, because he screwed up another. I think he had one.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Why get this other nigga though?"
Right.
And the nigga with more meat on him. He was like,
he was trying to get. He said he had two. And he's gonna try to outfly that gas again. Like, nigga, y'all gonna stop in a minute.
Right.
At some point, y'all gonna stop.
It took Bo-Katan and them, like, pretty much Djarin and Bo-Katan was MVP because Bo-Katan was stabbing the shit out of him, and then Djarin was hitting like the pressure points to release his grip.
Like these niggas, like that's what I'm saying. I'm starting to wonder if these niggas really can fight. Like the real man, like you're saying, like how fam be trying to talk to Djarin, and all like. Can y'all fight though, bro?
Bro, that was a big ass. That was a big ass.
But that's what y'all been there dealing with is planet creatures, bro. Like y'all don't know what y'all doing.
The first nigga barrel rolled on them, almost took him out.
Yeah, remember he had to say that he came in on a drop off. Like
he came back because he got him a mill. He had to say that was the same thing, right?
Yeah, that had to be the same. I thought they killed that one, but it was definitely the same creature.
Yeah.
But I thought he had killed that one.
No, they killed that one, but I'm saying it's the same.
Yeah, it had to be another one.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, they ain't as the inhabitants of the planet have not successfully defended themselves without Mandalorian or Bo-Katan yet.
To be fair, both times have been with like extra shit.
No, it ain't.
Yes, the first time Mando had a whole ship. They was on the ground with just them.
My thing is they've been playing on the same beach. Forever.
I get it.
We gotta get water.
They give him a little grace. Give him a little grace. Like not too much.
All the animals in the water and shit. Like, boy, these niggas ain't learned at all. Niggas get ate
turns. All right.
Come back out next day. We trading out here again.
This week is for the air. And all air creatures, y'all got y'all week. And then sea creatures is our week. And then land creatures is our week.
All the creatures know they schedule. Like, these niggas gonna be outside on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
I mean, they trying their best, man.
Yeah, bro. I don't really know if they can handle. Like, we already realized they lazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they kind of lazy.
We call them lazy.
They kind of lazy.
And they easily manipulated because, like I said, obviously they told them that, hey, the planet is poison, and ain't nobody.
But everybody believed that. Everybody believed that.
No, but I'm just saying.
You can't just throw that just on them.
But then this time they just believe once that pterosaur is out of reach, it's like, all right, we can't do anything. It's like they give up quickly.
They do give up.
They give up quickly.
For a nigga that got that big ass gun. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like
y'all a little too harsh.
Like, I'm just saying, if Fam didn't swing on them niggas on that first episode, he wouldn't have to worry about going in no fucking waters. Like they all would have got handled right then and there, nigga. He wouldn't have to, if he saved them. That's why I remember like, bro, you need to save all of y'all.
Right.
And you still trying to send this nigga off.
Right.
Like, y'all should have been made. Like, you know
what you went against the religion. You went against the cult. That's really.
Yeah, I went against the cult, but I was out here doing work. You've been doing nothing but training on this shit, being lazy.
They trying, man. They trying their best.
Yeah, I'm
like you a training nigga. I'm a nigga that got field work in, bro. Like, all you do is train every day.
Like I'm nervous.
Like, you ain't never been in a real fight.
I'm nervous about Bo-Katan taking him as a like her.
She gonna whip him in shape.
She need to get him in shape though.
I believe
she probably will.
She gotta get him in order because I mean they apparently got a pristine motherfucker doing their armor, but they not using it. They not using it. You know what I'm saying? It's not getting nowhere. That's why that shit's so stylish. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Bo-Katan, like, even with her royal armor, it got scratches and shit all into it. Like, she like, yo, I get busy. Like, what you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like if you can stay
like this in your Mandalorian fit, you not really doing shit out here.
Right.
If you can wait at the door for a nigga, like, where's where you been at all? Like, you ain't been doing shit, nigga.
I mean, they've been living their life. I don't know what you want them to be out there doing.
The shit that Mando was on.
But Mando was a bounty hunter.
They defending their planet, nigga. That's what I want them to do.
They planet got taken out by the Empire.
Where they at down.
They was trying.
Defending that beach, nigga. Like defending that beach.
They was trying.
Defending
it wasn't doing well.
Around your beach. Like y'all just tell me y'all got some shit going on. Y'all just be like, this is the way for everything.
Y'all just training niggas to be delicacies for animals, dog. Like creatures.
Yeah,
they don't even reply.
Coming at the Mandalorians.
Bro, what's name just got scooped up? This is the way.
This is the way.
This is it. Cause like I'm saying, you ain't seeing my facial expression. I'm in a helmet, so you don't know if I'm serious. It's just this the way. Like, I'm not going to do that.
Dog.
Not doing nothing about it.
Oh, man.
So,
Rough.
like I said, when they come back, you know what I'm saying, they save the boy, they bring him back, and then, like, of course, they geek, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, Bo-Katan, she, like, they already was on her wood because she was royal. They was like, oh shit, we got royalty back. But now she actually like she's saving shit.
Yeah.
Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like that was they said that was the highest thing that you could
Yeah,
do.
the highest honor, save foundlings.
Foundling.
Yep. And then she not only that, then she bought some creatures that like, hey, let's train these motherfuckers. Which I'm like, nobody in none of the other Mandalorians ever thought let's find a creature and train these motherfuckers.
To be fair,
Bo-Katan-
they couldn't kill the parent. You think they finna? How you think they finna get the young?
Listen, she came in. Listen here, Bo-Katan is the Rock. What the Rock was trying to do with DC, that's what Bo-Katan doing. She was like, look here, I'm changing all this shit
She
back.
definitely changed all that shit up, man. Them niggas gonna be having their helmet off in a minute.
They not.
Both of them take that goddamn helmet off. Niggas ain't doing shit out here. Like,
That'd be funny.
It's gonna be one dinner. She gonna
Right.
be pissed like, hey, look, I ain't taking my
Look,
shit off. I ain't keeping my shit on.
No, I'm taking this shit off. Like, y'all sit down. Sit your ass. Everybody sit down, take your helmet off.
That would be hilarious.
Because y'all ain't doing shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, fam, I'm sorry. She definitely whipping all them niggas in the shape.
That would be
But I mean, I feel like
hilarious.
this episode definitely made a turn for me. Because I was like, I had a high respect for Mandalorian. And I just had to realize, like, these niggas have been saved by two people. Dog,
this is also
Bo-Katan
just one.
and
This
Djarin
is just one
handled
group.
this giant dinosaur with
They was don't do that. The other ones was helping. It was a whole team of niggas.
Where was the nigga with the Gatling gun at?
He was the one who got. He was the one who got
Right,
ate.
he got put on the ground.
Bro, he got ate and fell from however. Y'all got to get off the Mandalorian. Not too much on the Mandalorians, though. They trying their best.
This ain't the way, bro.
Hey, they trying their best, man.
Y'all looking like
This also just one group for Mandalorians. You can't put the whole.
I ain't putting all off.
No, because you know what? That first group that was with Bo-Katan, like they was with Bo-Katan.
No, because remember the first season when they all came and helped Mando?
That was Bo-Katan's group, wasn't it?
No, that was these niggas.
Was it?
Yes.
When?
Remember the first season when the robots when they was first trying to do the bounty?
I thought it was
and he
Bo-Katan
had a
people.
group, but he had a group of Mandalorian. No, because she didn't show up until season 2.
You right.
And that was these
him.
niggas.
It wasn't Paz.
Yes, he was all a part of that group. It was all the group that was with the armorer.
Ooh, so they
got legacy after that.
They went back home. They went back home. He thought like,
So that's what I'm saying. Y'all coming tough at the Mandalorians. They get out there. They get in
They
work.
need to get back out there then.
They
need to get
They
back.
could be rusty. I don't know.
They
They need to get
if they can't handle their own planet inhabitants, they rusty, bro.
They gotta get back out
Like,
there. They gotta
a
get
nigga
back
come
out
in
there.
on an unidentified ship, come in that bitch, they all gone. All of them.
But like, you know, so here's what I believe, because like this last scene, you know what I'm saying, where the armorer was fixing Bo-Katan's plate. I forgot
Pauldron.
Her pauldron, yeah. And she was, you know what I'm saying, so she telling her like, look, I don't want the night owl, right?
Night owl.
Yeah, she was like, can I do the night owl, but also can I put the Mythosaur back on night? And like, I believe because of she's seen the real Mythosaur and the lore of somebody did tame a Mythosaur, and Mandalorians they used to use them in battle. I feel like she's gonna attempt to tame that and restore.
Well, I mean, I feel like we wouldn't get it right away, but I can feel like that could be the trump card.
Yeah, I don't think right away, not right away, but I think
in that fight for when we really get to that fight for Mandalore, I can definitely see her on some. I can definitely see her on some disappear. Like, where the fuck she been at, and just pop up with that motherfucker because what's saying don't believe her anyway.
She don't believe her at all.
So she got to prove.
She was telling her like she was because she like, you know,
She thought it was a vision. Remember?
The fact that was the first person that she told too, but I was like, yeah, she was telling her, and she was like, yeah, you know, when you walk in the path, you get them visions though. And she's like, no, I seen it for real. And she's like, yeah, I get it. You see it? I see it too for real. Like,
definitely was talking to her like she's saying like she got baptized.
Yeah.
Like, when you saved, you see God everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? God is with you.
Right.
And she's like, no, I really saw.
Right.
Yes, baby.
Right.
Yeah. It's all right, baby. I did too.
This is the way at the end. It was definitely all right now. All right now.
God bless you. This is the
It's like,
God bless you.
it's like, I really did see God. Like, amen. Amen. Won't he do it? You know what I'm saying? That just was the way it was down their shoulder. Like, this is the way. This is the way.
But like, I'm really interested in Bo-Katan's arc now and where it goes because of that. Because I'm like, it took that does changes a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even think about like Supernatural. You know what I'm saying? Where when the people was like saying like they seen angels and stuff like that. But when you actually seen it, like how it changes your whole.
Everything about But I mean, I definitely feel like she finna whip. Like, I feel like when we get into the next episode or however it goes, she gonna definitely be like whipping these motherfuckers and shit. Like, I think the train today is gonna be different. Like, Bo-Katan gonna be walking through. You know what I'm saying? Pick it up, all that kind of shit.
Yeah. That I don't know.
I think her place gone now. Mando's still probably finna hit and do whatever. You know what I'm saying? But her place got blown, so she's really there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, she just ain't gonna be. I think she really gonna be disappointed in the fact how they handled it.
Well, I mean, at some point they're probably gonna go back to Mandalore because remember, she also now knows that the planet is good.
Yeah.
So
she gonna tell them about it.
She right.
Like, she gonna be like, we ain't gotta be in this punk ass cave with these motherfucking animals taking our kids. We can let's go back home.
Right.
Let's go back to the
birds
motherland.
Together. They gonna get the birds. Get something. They get the birds together and they gonna get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah.
Well, I think that also hinted how they previously were domesticated, I guess, Mythosaurs.
Yeah.
I don't think they was getting a big ass grown one.
No.
They probably were doing. That's probably why she thought to do it immediately.
Yeah.
Was like, okay, this is I know from the stories. This is how they train Mythosaurs.
Get them from the young. But like, but did it also like all this stuff that's going good for Bo-Katan, like getting back to it, like we do still know that eventually she still has to fight Djarin. Because in order for her to actually still do this, she still needs that dark saber.
Now I will be mad if all these little Mandalorian niggas try to turn on her too. Like when she really try to whip these niggas together, they like, you ain't got the dark saber. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We ain't going either. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't going either.
And like I said, Djarin can't just give it to her. Because like I feel like if it was up to Djarin, he'd be like, yeah, take it. Fuck it. I don't care. Fuck. Like, take it. But like, you can't.
That's what I'm saying. Is that so that the fight thing? Is that the full on Mandalorian Creed thing, or was that from like where they're at now? That they follow that same rule too, that they would have to fight?
Yeah, because that's all about who leads the Mandalorians.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like no matter what, and again, you already see that they already enforced Mandalore rules, so they're gonna definitely be like. They may be like, look, okay, we want to, but like you got to get that fucking dark saber, and then
Fam probably gonna die. She probably really gonna kill Djarin. I mean, I feel like Grogu gonna bring him back.
Or get to
I don't know if he gonna bring him back to life.
Or get to the point where like she about to do like deal the final blow and Grogu stops her and then he concedes and like all right, like they go with
like they could think he's dead. Like I mean, I feel like it'll get to like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, he might be at the brink of death.
It could be.
You know what I'm saying? Where they like, all right, he's like, he gotta be dead.
Yeah.
And Grogu just kind of wobble over and just kind of like do something random and he kind of like, you see he breathing. Like I can definitely see the season ending where you thought he did, and then Grogu kind of like crying over him, and you just kind of realize like he's still breathing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, he ain't dead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's how I feel the season ended.
But yeah, no, this was a solid episode. Was there any Easter eggs, anything that we should know about this episode?
I talked about most of them throughout the episode, but I do like to think about the episode title, The Foundling. Again, it has a double meaning. Mm-hmm. It's the foundling Ragnar, the nigga who had to go get.
Yeah.
And also the foundling Grogu.
Yeah.
Who's now you can see he's going more into his way into the Mandalorian way.
Yeah. They also
he didn't show Jar the bling.
No, he didn't show the bling.
They just scooped him up.
But they also foreseen that he's definitely going to say something Mandalorian first with talking.
Yeah.
Because at the very beginning he was like if you can't say it, then he can't fight. So it's like he definitely going
say this is
the way. He going to say this is the way. He definitely
that's what it seems like it's leading towards.
Because I mean, I think it's even great now because I feel like we knew it from the first seasons or whatever that he was gonna be probably going down the path of Mandalore, but now you're really seeing it. Like Djarin, like, no, get this nigga together. You know what I'm saying? Like he finna be a Mandalorian, nigga. He ain't finna be nothing else but a Mandalorian. Like so I like that.
Yeah. How many what you rating this episode?
Oh, I mean it's 5, bro. Anytime Grogu getting this shit off, it's 5. 5, bro. Backflips.
I'm giving it 5 too, man.
Yeah, I'm giving it 5. This is a really good episode.
It was a short episode, but they gave us a whole lot.
Sort of how they did with the first episode. They definitely know how to get the most out of those 30, 35 minutes.
Yeah. So like I said, I'm excited to see where Bo-Katan's story goes. I'm excited to see how Grogu grows. Right now with Djarin, there's nothing.
Din has like the only story where it's like
I'm looking forward right
now. Yeah,
because
it almost feels like his story now is. It's like in, I guess, what you want to call like the filler chapters.
Yeah.
Because he's more sort of like the progressing other people's story right now rather than his own.
Yeah. And then the last episode, that was happening simultaneous. That was not a flashback, right?
Yeah, I think that was all happening at the same time.
So then I do want to get back to that because knowing that is leading to Moff Gideon.
Right. Where's that going?
Yeah. And then... So I guess, until we get more about that storyline for Djarin, it's just more says...
Right. I don't even know if that storyline is going to tie in directly to him or if it's going to tie into eventually whatever happening.
So as I said, until we get there, that's...
I like what they're doing with Djarin because, I think if you realize... Like we're saying, like Djarin is a bounty hunter, so if ain't nobody really got work for him, he's really just gonna be around his people.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like knowing that Moff Gideon probably gonna try to come back and try to
get he's Grogu definitely again. Gonna probably try to
until we get more of that. Like I'm just more into Grogu and
Bo-Katan's story. Yeah, and I mean one of those storylines is gonna tie into Mandalorian. Like I said, I think they're gonna have to go back there.
Yeah, like you gonna need Grogu. I think we just need because Grogu is gonna have to be that meeting with what's the name, like kind of like where he gonna see. That Grogu's, gotten better.
Moff Gideon.
Yeah, Moff Gideon. Like where you going? It ain't gonna be no helpless Grogu. You know what I'm saying? Where you gonna realize like, oh, this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta remember too, like he knows the last time who was with Grogu. You know what I'm saying? Like
he knows. So like, man, this nigga got Jedi training.
Right, right. Wrist darts. He got wrist darts and shit. Like going crazy.
You see that first flip? Like
right. Because he ain't gonna be going. He gonna see him. He gonna see other people try to get Grogu. Like he handling y'all. That's when we gonna get this the way out of it. You know
but I want to know from y'all, like, what did you guys think of this episode? Are you excited for Grogu's path? What do you think is going to happen with Bo-Katan and the Mythosaur and just like this whole interaction that she had with it? Like I said, it's clearly changed everything for her. So what do you think that is going to lead for her with this storyline and everything? And let us know like what you guys are rating the episode. I want to hear from y'all what you guys think of the episode as well. But as always, this is the only podcast that blend hip hop culture and geek culture together. That's doing exclusive content for Sway's Universe, and we are out.
Peace.